famous. Hello, 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 hello. Awe, 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 you get one life on leave, me self get one life on leave. Why we no go use am gladdy and enjoy the time? Palava no dey finish, time me no dey wait nobody. Now why I dey try for always get am nice every day and night? This one way we all fend we safe, now nobody own. You wanna eat with you much we go down you belly, now you young. And the balance where you go die left, now all the money on. So why for the greedy you say for? Now the motor car where you let buy am. If you see finance where you call it Bilam, oh. You meet up woman where you let Yanam. And if you let the man na for keep am. Want them more. The food where you feel for it na for eat am. That fine la pan where you let na for buy am. And tie am oh. And if you baby love you back love am. But if you love them all now you na for left am. Want them more. Cause nobody know waiting tomorrow all. So every day of my life till old, I fasting enjoyment stay go. Now for land for care for yourself. Nobody love you pass yourself. All man they fed for himself oh. Now why I know they allowed with the other man they pan take me peace away. Me joy away. Me smile away. Oh no make nobody take you peace away. Me joy away. Me smile away. Oh no. Alright. Every day.
Greetings, comrades of the APC. This na Comrade OrWanKasu, and this na the Diaspora Online TV platform. As we been always they tell you now, this platform stand for promote the APC, and not only the APC, the members of APC. We don't serve inside the party. The work where they don't do, then stewardship, the benefits where it don't benefit we as a party. And of course, now the UK and Ireland districts, we appreciate with former members them. We don't serve we. The stewardship of them members there so cannot disappear in thin air. So we choose this one-to-one program for bring come to our attention the work of them people there. So today we get one of we member we don't serve in the APC UK and Ireland, where in stewardship is one of the stewardship then where this platform see deemed necessary for able for try to get them now with archive for posterity. So on that note, I introduced to now the former PRO of the APC UK and Ireland, and I introduced to now the person winner one of the 5 principal aspirants them will be make the declaration that the UK and Ireland say they will be ready for chair this particular district. And today, the work we don't do in the past, they can't speak for himself. And this is coming from the horse's mouth. This is no other person.
Are you there? Cannot hear you.
Somebody we then call the global voice of APC, the only Mohamed91 CC of APC. Now we get now so today we can talk to now about his stewardship. At the moment, it is in and out of the, of course, the program, and hopefully it will join me back in the minute. Mr. Mohamed91 to say, of course, don't serve we now this branch, the APC UK and Ireland branch, for very long time, and he served in different capacities, but in last position, where even all within the APC, now the district PRO position. And one of the 5 people that will be stand for leadership now this branch, and alongside the former chairman when Mr. Mustapha Hamid Kuruma stand against Mr. Abu Black, stand against Mr. Simeon Bangura, and who else? He stand against we late brother, we now no other person but Mr. Sheku Abes Kamara. So as soon as we able for get Mohamed91 to say back in, we go start the show proper. At the moment, they get teething problem. We know they surprise because this is the UK and Ireland, and Mohamed91 CC Sierra Leone at the moment. So very soon, Mohamed91 CC they come on, and then he go can tell we a little bit about himself, and of course in stewardship to we wonderful APC, both UK and Ireland, and of course in Sierra Leone. So, Mr. Mohamed91 CC, please come live and say, well, welcome to this program, the One-to-One.
Okay, I want to tell you thank you, General OrWanKasu. You see, for this platform, we need people like you now. I witnessed some of the good things the way you do. I don't say this is about me, but I saw a man who mobilized all efforts and strength to promote issues beneficial to this party and generally to Sierra Leone. So if you should bring a program like this, where they do for revamp or re-echo or sometimes remind people of the stewardship, former members, executive members who serve the APC UK and I branch. I think a laudable venture. We need commendation by anyone before you begin talk. Now, here you just ask me for me to introduce myself. Well, everybody know Mohamed91 CC, dubbed the global voice of APC, and a political springboard. Despite the fact I don't begin way back in Sierra Leone before I visited the UK, before I traveled to the UK, but my springboard mainly in the UK. I dey always credit myself as somebody who the most active politics in the APC UK and I branch. And if you ask me for introduce myself, I can just stop there first for my more
Okay,
questions. Yeah.
fantastic. Mohamed91 CC, we've been sabi you as the Prince of Peace back in the days in the UK. A very formidable organization. We galvanized a lot of people them coming together for do something for benefits not only the community in the UK but also Sierra Leone. Tell me a little bit about the Prince of Peace, where now you are the CEO and founder of.
Well, Prince of Peace, a people empowerment and community development initiative that was set to empower ordinary people to become champions of their contemporary communities instead of handout victims of circumstance. We predicate the values of the Prince of Peace to building communities and empowering people. And this na Sierra Leone, na there we begin. And then we see say Prince of Peace has to be cannot be limited by boundaries. So we decided for bring them in the UK. In the UK, it became a laudable venture whereby it become in fact a springboard for many people that will do politics. As an active politician myself, Prince of Peace, the APC UK and I benefited from it, whereby many people will be shy after the events of 2013, Madam Methodist Church. I remember many people are shied away from politics. I don't go and call names them, but seeing Prince of Peace, it was a way for cajoling people and they came back, started believing in politics. So I began the way we use of Prince of Peace and explain, they say, the semblance to the values of the APC, because one way or the other, APC is the political aspect of empowering people and standing up for social justice, whilst Prince of Peace now the known or the apolitical aspects of it. So people then begin for say they are semblant, they are similar, and that you cannot tell the two apart. So I'll be able to use that for make I understand a lot of people then. So then they will tell you say they feel disenfranchised and they limit their participation in APC UK and I politics. Some of them they then talk say well, too for politics in Canada, the UK, and that what you come for, but women don't come with this program. Then she say this program is better because corporate social responsibility teaches them to give back to the community where they make from. So a lot of people will be able to come in through Prince of Peace membership. I remember sometime around 2016, the membership of the APC by and large, the membership of the APC by and large, almost about 80% of its membership then derive from some of their social organizations. And Abu Black, the former vice chair too, he gets an organization of such. He gets a lot of people and way at the way forward. Then they will come into the APC through that. Then we get Queen Alisu as well. We get one program for the elders, and they will come inside the APC through that. And also people like Maria too, we get APC ladies at work. If you able to get people that we come through the APC through some of them thing there. And this is no different from the Prince of Peace program. You will find out say most of the names there were called self. In fact, they were active members of the Prince of Peace. And with the Prince of Peace, and I assure you say they revamped the membership of the APC. You can doing registration, say to the time where then we conduct their indirect elections. We in turn lead 5 people as the principal stakeholders then to the communique. We're responsible for the peace, we're responsible for the APC we all enjoy. So that's
Okay.
the Prince of Peace.
All right. Fantastic. This Prince of Peace organization, where you don't talk about so briefly, um, it make you so popular. It make a lot of people within the community know about you. And as you rightly say, um, 80% or so members of Prince of Peace make up, the APC membership. So basically, your organization and other people in organization, like you mentioned, Abu Black, themselves create that impact for load up the membership of the APC. So then you name become something else where people they call the global voice of APC. How that word they coin together for them begin to refer to you as the global voice of APC. Waiting now you advocacy what you be do.
Okay, then they boil down to a few factors where they talk about set skills. Me over the years, I have valued being able to further develop my analytic thinking, problem solving, occasion planning, presentation, and communication standards of business like discussion and open forum. The academic prowess, proficiency, advocacy skills, and institutional knowledge of the APC party build a specific or a special type of confidence in me where others would say unique about me when it comes to advocating issues beneficial to the APC party. And because of that, Prince of Peace just make easy as the platform for make am able to display some of the skills there. Because with Prince of Peace, especially with the advent of the Ebola crisis, everybody wants to listen because we know how Ebola ravaged Africa, and Sierra Leone was no exception. So people then be really care and they be able to listen. Prince of Peace now be a platform where we gonna some outings. We travel cut across the UK, went to Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, quite a lot of places there. Down to Scotland, Northern Ireland, so meet with them Sierra Leoneans them. And it take effect to a place, it even went global to a point in Australia, you get Suleiman really represent. It was in Nigeria, it was of course in Sierra Leone, in the USA, and in France. We get guys like Oscar and quite a lot of other people that they were promoting the social values of Prince of Peace, the ideas of empowering people for all we come together and kick Ebola out. And the former president, His Excellency Dr. Ernest Nkrumah, complimented us greatly. He himself told me, and he joined Prince of Peace. He was a member of Prince of Peace because he did like the idea. So Prince of Peace become the platform where you will host some of them initially, some of them in proficiency skills. I believe saying I didn't see where APC reposed the confidence in me because they see the instrumental aspect of it, whereby members of Prince of Peace were by and large APC, except a few, maybe 2% that were apolitical, but no other political party. Even those that were not members admired the Prince of Peace so much so that to a point it was not a venture anybody at the time could criticize. But until those who belong to a community whereby it doesn't matter your strength, if they be led by Jesus Christ, if a prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was chased from Mecca to Medina, if he honest by Kuruma, who did principally everything for the country, and stands to be accused for several other things. Them say, you know, do this, you know, do this, you know, do this, you do this. And it's Mohamed91 for making not get some blames in respect of anything. In with society, therefore, you will entertain critics, then they make you strong. We draw strength from victories and learn from mistakes, and then we'll for keep our eyes fixed on that, not too long distance horizon, whereby we know say where we're going, important, but the journey, okay,
Mhm.
important as much as the destination.
Okay,
So Prince of Peace, yes, did all that.
fantastic. You actually show some humbleness there for say, yes, indeed, even though you don't make a lot of progress and inspire quite a lot of people, then you know you need to go unblemished. You get shortfalls. Then people will blame you for certain things. Then either you do them or not. If you cite example of an by Comrade former president, with all the benefits, all the good things that we don't do, then criticize them anyways. But who are you? We we do that. I like that side of it. I want to also ask you. You mentioned some names of people then we been there within the APC. You mentioned the Diamond Queen Alisa. She also was a former aspirant for the Women's Leader UK and Ireland. He campaigned vigorously and very, very good for making take the leadership. Unfortunately, not be able to take her, but she is a very, very active member of this district. And also, she was a former aspirant for the parliamentary symbol and the only woman who ever tried for the parliamentary symbol now in district which are Ikomot, now the northern part of Bombali, and that was in 2012, if I can, or 20, I think 2018. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, what's in the impact when you work of Mohamed91 to say don't impact them people then they what do you think saying that the people where you don't inspire in the years that we've been at the UK where you they actively into politics and community building?
Okay. That is simple to say. You dey try for ask me say members that were involved with the Prince of Peace, which are the success story will lead them to another path.
As for
Well,
me,
first thing,
one thing I want for you know, first of all, you inspire me, okay? In your political activities and all of that. I get a lot of inspiration from you, your boldness, and the challenges that we you go through, your steps that we don't take. I was inspired by you. And I hope say like how me be inspired by you now so other people then self be inspired, so maybe you go mention one of the two things that we do very inspirational to us, including the other people, if you can give me name.
okay, like I said, it is easy, but again, humility will not permit me to call names. But let me just say this. We don't get members of the Prince of Peace, them we don't get at the highest level of leadership inside the APC. For example, we don't get from the youth, we don't get representatives of the youth, them, we didn't draw their strength from the Prince of Peace. We don't get members them of the executive, when up there, up to chairman, deputy chairman level. we then draw the strength from the Prince of Peace. And then me, where they talk to you myself, I believe the Prince of Peace was the springboard. We actually build the necessary confidence in people where they repose in me. Because just like you have rightly highlighted, say, you were inspired, and you now one part the few people that did not oppose or criticize me particular, or you now one part the many people who did not oppose or criticize me involvement with the executive to a point I serve, whereby I became even the mouthpiece of it. My last appointment was the mouthpiece of the UK and I. And the UK and I, to me, now the diaspora, now the mother of everything, regardless of other branches, the number, the numerical power, or whatever it is. The UK and I, now the leadership promotes. We then
Mhm.
build the strength to a point that you get Ernest by Koroma, who became presidents. We do waiting, you face after 1967, waiting Dr. Shaka Stephen Duna, Ole Ernest by Koroma, make back. We get that whereby all political parties put together, we get representation of parliament pass all. So if Prince of Peace is to actually mention any of their success story there. No go be justice for Mekadua, but I just want to say cut across from the women's wing to the youth wing to the main executive of the APC UK and I, they draw the strength from the Prince of Peace. And I categorically assure you, 80% of the membership come up from some of the organizations there, like Way Forward, like APC Ladies at Work, and even that smart boy, that young man, put Lokobobo, do not underestimate him. He's a fantastic dude coming. And the strength of Mariatu, another one, we go through a lot. I happen to mentor some of these people. I don't want to say for sure. Now then go for comment, okay? And then I remember where some of them become with frustration, stress, and they laugh and they say, ah, you did it vex. What you did it vex? I say, you go understand why I did it vex. So some of them things that the success story are there and it is imprinted there. Prince of Peace, no averse to that. Some of their success stories are 80% of the current membership of the APC UK and I must have come from those organizations.
You said it all. You said it all. Okay. The global voice of APC Mohamed 91 to say, you are one of the principal stakeholders. We aspire for the leadership of the APC UK and Ireland. And among the five people, then Mustapha Ahmed Korma emerged as the leader and chairman, or the chairman of this branch. Talk me through that process day, how this thing all happened, even though um, those people are very strong contenders, including our late brother Abes, but you also was very, very strong and you put up a very, very good campaign. What what explain to me, talk me through that particular process.
Okay, I will say some, not to all, because I got something we call the footprints of Mohammed 91 CC. And I don't intend for put the cats before the horse, but the horse before the cats. But you like a man will get away of getting words out of me, even if I'm not willing. But let me say this to you, OrWanKasu. Me are the architect, and they take pride to that, and they don't know. But I will say this to you. Comrade Patsu will confirm this. Comrade Logus, Minkailu, and Dr. Anis Baikuruba will confirm this. I remember visiting the leadership of the APC party, the highest level, and I was asked directly. 80% of them people they already don't favor me. But there was a question asked. He said, Pauna, all would I feel say you don't work persona all? Now I say, well, that is a difficult question for us. I said, but what will we do? Let us settle this by Uda in leadership might bring peace to the branch because that leadership it was not about being popular, it was about that we will bring leadership quiet to that branch. I think that was what that leadership was about. unfortunate people get a misconception of everything. Okay, now big court that case there. I remember Nene Salma, now a witness. I was at home to Kemosi. She came there, gave her opinion and everything. But this was a card I played already. I did talk and back to you. At that moment, the late comrade Abes, if anybody is supposed to be the chairman, I think the power comes from God. But the question was, would I will bring quiet and peace to that branch? And I assure you, if you Mohamed91 say them began, I swear to God, at the talker now and at the talker then, I was influential than all of them put together at that time. Because I was assured 100% by the president, the leader and chairman of the party, Alex Baikubumak, saying, normal, I was assured. But I made it clear it may not bring the peace. Remember, after Abes the Rook, Abu Black the Rook, Mustapha then before me from 2014, they began to throw their hat in the ring. In fact, now Abu Black and myself now come together at the same time. Then they just come over, look me or look Abu Black. Then they, yeah, in fact, if it will be worse, what we this is so now. If at all we call on this unity. But the issue with Abes, the late comrade of blessed memory, was that if it comes to being popular, it comes to the charismatic leadership, there is no question about that. But Mustapha appeared to be somebody very calm and peaceful, and with Mustapha, he says very little and very less. You see a semblance of an Kuruma in him. And because of that, I supported the motion, say, let it be Mustapha. And how did we do? I mean, the architect again, we say, if you then do a 1-to-1 vote election, I swear to God, Mustapha need a win. And guys like Issa will tell you, say, Mohamed91 already know in faith and the faith of everybody, even before the elections. As if you then do it, no go win. If you then do it at that time, probably either Abu Black or Simeon by then before win. Then two, the numerical number. If you then be doing that way. But if you become by, I know why make a talk so. Even though I had more members, but if you become by the numerical strength, it was Abu Black, the numerical strength. Then I can tell you. But elections not usually about numbers. Then I tell when we not go tell you so. Yeah, I will win any election. It's not about the number we get. You can get 20, you get 10. OrWanKasu, I only need for know the process that election is going to be mad at the winner. I have those set skills as well. And I display them, I demonstrated them. Now, me dictates to Comrade Patso, Minkailu, by Mahmoud, and others. So I tell Comrade Patso that if we do it this way, let us do an indirect democracy, whereby law we where they represent all the people of 5 law come together. Now we for votes on behalf of everybody. I said by so doing, it's easy for law we able do whatever we do. So from we 5 democratically, now Mustapha we remember 5, 2 get a tie. There was 1 deciding vote, and that vote was me. So Mustapha Ahmed, if you get anywhere, the votes we get and the winning comes from Mohamed91. He said, talk to Comrade Patso to confirm, because they call we, they ask we. I remember at that time we get difficulty from the current chairman. Simeon said he need a vote for nobody. Pass his Now they say, okay, now 2 votes you get. 1 for yourself, 1 for another person. Now I say only 2, they put up for yourself. Chairman, but he was right. He was right. I remember 2 people let me there inside, we there on the phone they on, whilst the election they continue, then they tell me they talking them through waiting for you. Now only 2 people and they by me. If they find out during the elections, I editorial a house, I was incommunicado. I moved away from them and I was constantly on the phone. 2 people every day, whether for court attest this, say yes, that's true. In fact, now 9-1 be they dictate the terms of that very elections. So democratically, yes, Mustapha Ahmed won, and Lamina be the deciding votes. Because if you get 2 votes, 1 for yourself, 1 for another person, 1 for yourself, 1 for another person, there was a tie. The 2 people and choose other people, 2 people and choose other people. So now me get the deciding votes, and that deciding vote was to Mustapha Ahmed. at the time.
Fantastic.
With choice, I keep on to myself and the choice, but the deciding vote at that time. And that elections was long concluded. It was elections about peace, about quiet of that branch. It was not elections about popularity.
Okay, fantastic. Not an election of popularity, but other aspects, other things that come in.
That were important than popularity. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Indeed, you play a very key role in that election. Usai, we all been there, editorial in premises, the late senior comrade, the former High Commissioner for the records. So now you are one of the people that have been vocal during Mustapha in administration under in leadership. What was the relationship between you and Mustapha when he been the chairman up to this time we left? How that relationship they been there as a leader during that time?
It was interesting and a bittersweet relationship. We live in an era whereby people can tend for associate themselves with the one day way they give them praises in their presence. Now the same thing that happened to the Sierra Leone politics. I think you best people and the one day where they talk tough to you and criticize you on your face and give you directions as to the mistakes that we make. Uh, Unfortunately for Chairman Mustapha in regime, the closest people by now, the one that we not go criticize them, the one that we not go oppose them, the one that we go with the flow to what they do. And posterity, the judge now. And administration, is it an administration whereby flawless? No, the answer is no. And barely would you have an administration in the world where not flawless. But you flaws the way that they draw them. There are certain aspects that we not of call, we not of associate you at all with, enough associate you with that aspect in a way. And Mustapha Hamid is a young, brilliant man. I admire so much. He says less. And but the problem was the purpose for which we put Mustapha as a chairman. That purpose there was not actualized, which was to achieve quiet in peace. We'll not be able to get another branch. The tensions and frictions then continued, and most of them are blamed upon us in the executive that we consult with people there, we do what we want to do. When we need money from the ordinary members there, we go out there, we meet them, then we flout all the rules them when it comes to and make this clear. Anybody who talks say that regime was corrupt, no, it wasn't. Mustapha was not corrupt. Mustapha spent his money and me like a witness. Me wasted on that. There was a time Mustapha wanted me in Freetown. Then I jokingly said, I don't get um, transport fare. Mustapha bought my fare. He bought my ticket. Hassan Liga knows that. He bought my ticket. He say, well, come go make a good one. If a Mustapha did that for me, I believe say he don't do that for many other people. But because my post already talk so much, neither mine nor others, I know they explain them. But I know that. But the problem we get with Mustapha, they get a problem with criticism. Even if you do an indoor, it gets a problem with that. They fearful of people the way they talk tough to her. Mustapha, I think it was Mustapha no not to farm or hard person like I get Abu Black I like a cousin of my only owners. He able move away from that and deal with you on the principal values, the issues them. Where lawyers say issue, you know what I mean. So if not that we get in this aspect, me and Mustapha now a bittersweet relationship. Did I hate Mustapha? Of course not. Me, they give me self credit, but we all five we contest that election. Now me make Mustapha. Remember, how we five we contest in that election. I made Mustapha. And they all be persuaded me. You don't know. Now Abdul Kabir, he called me last minute. In fact, that to edit to it. Tell me say one for Sydney. We need to edit to it. Abdul Kabir talked to me. I was persuaded. I laugh. I smile. That last stride, that last campaign from Abdul Kabir, now him be by me over to Mustapha. Because now Abes be loyal. And with Abes, I believe it was you. Now you be talk to me. We legal. they call when legal be they call themselves, then they say no, OrWanKasu will talk to you. Na about this, na about that, na about this. He said, I know say OrWanKasu will talk to you for go to our best. But legally be there with Mustapha. So but Mustapha did not see it that way. In loyalists then and the one they way they with them. Then we begin see some of them loyalists then and they call names, they begin fall out with them based on the issues then we me don't raise. They happen one, two, three. Key principal one them. So a point there was only one person, Abdul Kabir, that was with him and legal at all costs. But every other person they get reservation against Mustafa. But because he was the chairman, some they didn't know vocal like me for make them go tell them. Some of the day they go rather just keep quiet. Some of the day they will discuss that with people that matter or people they trust. So a bittersweet relationship, but a young man that I admired so much, admire he get key values there. You just need to improve on some leader for talk when necessary for break silence. The leader for allowed it to be criticized. A good leader, they criticize me, and they ever respond. And they ever. I remember there was an audio sent to me, somebody who I mentor. Me and me bring that to APC UK. He said bad things there in a forum. I don't respond. What I do, I just forward the audio to her. I did not say a thing. Allow them. At least you don't give the opportunity for let you know what's in their reservation, what they truly think about you. And when people upset, and then they say what they really believe. When they're glad they don't do it. Now when they're upset. So now that.
Okay. You became the PRO of this branch. A position where very key. How that position day, how you enjoy and you mentioned somebody we happen to be the deputy PRO at this branch. Waiting on a relationship with that person day, though he seemed to be known as a controversial figure when Mr. Al-Issa Munu. So tell me your relationship with Mr. Al-Issa Munu and you position as a PRO, how far you work with.
Fantastic. Mr. Munu gets a lot of things what we do. We may not have everything in common, but one thing I know, Mr. Munu, they talk tough. And Mr. Munu, not a person where you for step on. It lift you. If you total, it press you go down. That is Mr. Munu. Mr. Munu like for live by your side. And you for prepare to be attacked, to be criticized, for make it talk tough to you. Mr. Munu was with Mustapha. Mustapha no able to entertain that. I believe say that being the only person we one day get a strain with Mr. Munu. One day, never ever. Say to last week, me and Mr. Munu talk. We share views there, we talk fine and everything. But like I said to you, Mr. Munu, you therefore allow for le he say impeach them. If you not allow her, I will see the controversial aspects of her. And our relationship is good, it's sweet, and I allow him for make you say the toughest things there. In fact, he was personally tasked with registering the voters then. The time will be they try for do the membership drive, the membership awareness. Now the UK before the elections they are come. Mr. Muluna Ina be me on personal assistant in that regard. And then also even the current chairman, Simeon was in my team. Late MS Kaba was a secretary. Simeon was the organizing secretary of POP. Mr. Monobidede, we get all them people there, Dr. Barry, Bobo, Maria too, quite a lot of all the while they are them play principal and pivotal role for we get the executive who we get when I inbound this current executive who we get so now. So yes, Mr. Munu may be deemed controversial only if you don't want him to say something. Let him say something where ASEAN permitting you allow for talk where ASEAN Mustapha and chance for talk. So they come over. If I did it done. When we POP meeting there, when I the chair the meeting, and they allow Mr. Munu like the co-chair. What talk say then Mr. Munu say, you do so chairman, and they take over now from there. I said, go ahead. So the
Okay.
friendship was there. It was there.
All right.
So the way they try for say, just allow Mr. Munu for make it express himself. There is a lot of sense coming out of him, and he's an extremely intelligent man. and unless you want to provoke the controversial aspects with them.
All right, thank you very much. I'm glad you talked about Mr. Munu. But there are two comrades who I want specifically bring come to your attention. Although they are late comrades, they are not here to speak for themselves. I wish they were here. I could have actually interviewed them and hear from them, make themselves tell you about the stewardship. But in your opinion, your interaction with these two comrades, what do you have to say about the late head of this media team, Mr. Mohamed Escobar, and also the late Abes, we all been contest for this leadership, waiting now on a relationship, and how you go regard them as?
Okay, 50% out of them two names, then I will tell you, say personally, in a million in. The late MS Kaba, first of all, when he came to the UK, not be involved with no politics. Now, in a check market, the same way, if you go for that council business, deputy mayor, he operated. And all the names there, some of them did do politics back home, some did not. But late MS Kaba be involved with in politics back home. But when he became at the UK, now one part the few people always say, I get me priorities. I don't want to get involved. After I don't get the experience with check market. And then after Monkey, I met MS Kaba. I'll be able to bring them on board. MS Kaba is cousins with Payamba, Abdul Payamba, a member of the executive, and also his distant cousin with the current chairman, Senior. And MS Kaba, na a pillar, he's a worker. And I can assure you, say, na a loss. Not only APC I bring MS Kaba, it happened for be um, a schoolmate as well. Now we all attend boys' school, Maguraka. I also brought MS Kaba, where replaced me as secretary of MOBA, Maguka Old Boys Association. Let me bring inside our organization as well. I bring as my deputy. Then when I resigned, I took over as secretary. I was duly elected based on the recommendation. And MS Kabana me bring her back actively inside with politics. He was the secretary of Prince of Peace. In fact, in contribution are so remarkable, and he knew what he was doing. It was unfortunate we lost him, and but he made remarkable progress. Now going to Abdul Abes. Abdul Abes was a brother and a friend. Abdul Abes gets positive politics where they play. He able to reach out to others. And they call you, he tell you, man, he say this not your game, now for life and give you. And they laugh. I say, give me reasons, Lema. Even if those reasons are not convincing, we'll try to do something. We need leaders like that, where you will draw the line. Abdullah, that's why they make plan by GTs now. If you get the need for call you, they call you back. And they even mention that. Like what person they completely and totally forget about what just happened. Abdullah Bess is that type of a person. And I saw that there was a time there was a bitter argument between Abdullah Bess and Mustapha. Now somewhere around Queens Road, close to Queens Road, and Peckham area, them about degree, no degree, or whatever. I mean, I was, I was perturbed when I see just after that argument, the Abdullah Bess, the time will be they try for go for this leadership. Abdullah Bess, he meets Mustapha, they talk to Alexei and not make arguments safe. And Mustapha believe me, refused to face like that. I'm just not look at it. We go back and talk to her. Alexei and not even make arguments. So Abdullah Abbas, like I tell you, now be a promising figure inside the APC party. And I don't see how the APC before come back to power. The UK then they consider the UK and Abdullah Abbas is not part of it. I don't see that happening. And remember the role we play from that embassy. Remember the role he played in respect of getting the UK government to go after certain individual where them be considered saying the destructive elements then in Sierra Leone. I would not want to call their names again. And Abdullah Bess did everything possible in that regard for play that pivotal role for us. So Abdullah Bess in name will always go down memory lane as in work with the blues of they go down memory lane as one of the great contributors who develop and bring charisma to the APC UK and I branch. whilst Kaba they go as a pillar, a key pillar, we make the Prince of Peace venture now.
Okay, right. Now I want to come back to the people that way you actually appreciate, even though with your skills and all the things that we don't do in the UK and Ireland, your journey, you inspire a lot of people. And how many people that you appreciate? The people that you appreciate, I know you're not going to call them all. The one that we don't support you, the one that we don't work with you.
Like I said to you, OrWanKasu, we draw strength from our victories and learn from our mistakes. We appreciate everybody, whether you support me or not. The critics there, in fact, now they for pay attention to more. Now they are the people where they bring the best out of you. They challenge you to bring the best out of you. If you should appreciate anybody now you critic. If you like you get your girlfriend, you know, and let other man take her. If you that girlfriend, no man no yana, no man no wants her, you need to work hard towards that girlfriend. You understand? Now, other people they make you appreciate them. Where other people, that man in baby. If I know that man, yeah, you can find baby. That you for not be there once. So now you say, hey, wait to say me and they see you say other people and they see. So you critics them and therefore be the people then wait for challenge you. But me, I don't know who say politics don't go. Where critics them for be enemies of politicians. Then. No, in life you get forget critics then. Like I said, people were they born with blessing. Jesus Christ, who was considered a god by the Christians, was criticized, was thrown, was beaten, was stoned. You understand? Prophet Muhammad, the blessed prophets of Allah, where this ummah they draw their strength from, then Jesus, he had to run from Mecca for come seek refuge in Medina. So who then are you, ordinary person, will not make no legacy, the most popular people in the world, Jesus, prophet, they go after them. Say, imagine people like the Queen, the Pope, have all been criticized. Why you not for criticize you? So I don't know, but a weakness in politicians. Now, like why they say leaders that stuck between the rocks of bad management, bad leadership. Now then they find a threat or then they see them difficult when other people try for criticize them. But not for saying bad at all. So I they draw strength from the victory and learn from a mistake. The mistake, now the one with the critics they highlight, the strength, now the support I get from the friends. So each and every one important to me. So I give credit and I commend everybody for what they do. They are what makes me the global voice today.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. We are coming towards the half end of this interview, and we're not gonna go if I not talk to you about the end of Mustapha in administration coming to that of Simeon Bangura, one of the current leader of the APC UK and Ireland district. I know say you not be there at the UK when all these elections will take place now, but you be follow very closely because me and the one we assume you position as a PRO in this district and at the tap into your experience, your skills, and how to run the affairs of the UK and Ireland. But wouldn't be you candidates where these elections in campaign be they go on and on? Who's team where you've been there with for take the mantle of leadership that is UK and Ireland at the end of Mustapha in your time?
You do not expect me to say that, but I be admire. I will tell you that I admire. I be admire Adams Bangura. The reason being that Adams gets a strength where, believe you me, the history of APC today not for be the same if we get him as the chairman. But again, like I said, people don't know how to win elections. Elections are not necessarily based on popularity. Elections, when they say elections, if you buy like examination, they did for let you pass. So Monday then they use I don't call it they give back or whatever. When a leakage, some man get for spy, some man get business for do with them, the lecturers them. The examinations they for let you pass. Now that the examination they for. We live in a modern world whereby even the one that we get sense, we write too much sense then they sees your results. So the sense, even if you get enough of too much. So now the same thing with elections. When you win election, you win by 90%, and then they say, ah no, but it's too much more. It's not possible they win by 90, by 99%. The elections they are they rigged. You understand? So you get forget that average, that margin they back. So Adams, if they prepare for chairmanship, but if not be they prepare for win elections. That was the unfortunate part. You know, be they prepare for win elections. And Simeon did they prepare for win elections, but you know, be they prepare for lead. You see the difference? The one that wanted to lead did not want to win or did not prepare to win. The one that prepared to win wasn't prepared to lead. So this night you be get. So when Simeon don't win, Simeon no get a manifesto before the election. Simeon, there are people that will Simeon for you to call. For example, you will call me and say, well, now waiting at the next direction, waiting at the for being chairman one thing, for succeed again another thing. And Simeon may not be late, you know, late it. But there are the things we if we do. Are they be shocked for make us see Adams we don't play so much past Simeon able to run. And you, the chairman, you would draw anybody in the executive. And they'd be shocked for make us see Simeon, who is the chairman. You know, you will get Mohamed91 CC, Abu Black, and others actively for their around that for help them. Because take it or wrong, the Mustapha administration, they did remarkably well in certain areas. Then. Certain area, not many area, but certain area. Nobody don't know that history there. Personally. The legacy of Mustapha. Now, me only able highlighter in my book and me now an audio book I do where now the footprints of Mohammed 1960. I highlight it to the T. If I bring them out, even Mustapha will be shocked how I knew so much. How I knew so much. So Simeon could do all them things they have. We no means for distance from them people and they will not forget them go. The Esther talkers, or anybody, the Isamu, anybody who will not say it gets issue. We did try look at you. You have reached out to Mohammed 91. You ask for what that could be done. Here you are. You know tap at me. You will interview me. We get a good working relationship with the top. Now we all in at the media team. And this media team begin build and there was a time I told you everything will be gone. Now only you will stay. And it happened. And because of that, you believe in the things that will happen. APC, UK and I crumbled to a falling point. The executive, the only style will be Abu Pana. You know more now everybody become end part. The membership that you know more now them they look up to. No information, no nothing, no this, no that. Even the PRO at some point complains they will go to Payans and say, why the PRO for do this? Then why not for do this? Then the other say Payans and say, hey, see don't have yeah. The same person they say, why you do this? And they say, why you not do this? So you do not have that kind of thing. Like, you're doing a good job. Or because if I get a problem with that, I call you and tell you say I have a problem with this. I don't care what you say. But so far, you're doing fantastically well. And I don't talk to you in private, I don't talk openly. So for cut and short, and for make I remind everybody, Simeon be prepared for win. I know I win, but he not be prepared for lead. Adams be prepared for lead, but he not be prepared for win.
Okay.
And I know Adams lost as well.
Me production team really they enjoy this interview as well, and I'm sure they will be happy to put them out at some point where everybody will see. I want to come to the current political issue on a national level. And as we all know, we campaign very well for winning the elections. And between me and you and everybody now, it is clear that APC did win the election. Dr. Samoa is supposed to be declared as the winner and go to State House. Unfortunately, we don't see anything like that. We don't go through another year after the elections. We don't still gain a power. There is a tripartite committee who they can work. And what you take on this particular issue as we stand as a political party? What are the expectations we will get?
Well, for make a give an opinion whilst we get a committee we will all for listen to and look forward to lawyers they call you the prejudge, the perjury. I prejudice the outcome of the tripartite. But there is one keyword recommendation. We will look forward to the recommendation of this particular committee. This committee get the international partners there, the representatives of the ruling SLPP, then you get the opposition APC as well. And then this committee reportedly not to they need to tell we everything we need follow, but we able to put two and two together. And then also we did notice all these federal left now the committee in hand no not to a federal for don't left now the hand. I think say there is some more way the current executive for able to do to include the leader himself, Dr. Samura Maki Wilson Kamara, for able to do. And to think that only the international partners now then we will come to Sierra Leone and alter the current injustice where we allege say it happened because until them prove an allegation we allege say President BOT for the elections and then we even official line as APC and follow with to think that only the international partners there now then go come and alter that or conclude that for we, the allegation or the alter within President Bio is allegedly believed to have done, now an erroneous assumption where they denote the tensions and frictions there inside the APC party itself. The APC party, like I say, will be always supposed for win real elections then first before we consider for go win elections then against the SLPP. Come on, OrWanKasu. If you deserve a symbol, you not get up. Then you take the symbol, then give any other person, and then you are disgruntled with that. We just don't lose election with you. And if you, OrWanKasu, deserve a position at the executive, I know they specifically say you, at the executive, and then you, everybody knows you can perform better in that capacity, then left you, then go give another person just because now then charm, now then cabal. We just don't lost we own election because we have not won. Because you will not get the best for that particular appointment today. Or you will get certain people the way you completely remove out. We make them as we enemies them. We will not get no room or window for love. We will bring them in or on board for let themselves come participate. And okay, how useless or reckless. And okay, how thing are the mistake the way that we don't do. Or forget always where they lock the motor for left the window open in case of emergency. Say, we set up the one fire go break inside that place, or one come out through the window for save your life there. We're not going to lock the multi lock window to everything. We do not do that. So people are not always full. Some people and then they talk. They go, see, don't start full, it looks simple. Because at the end of the day, you will surround yourself with a cabal of reckless and inefficient people that you're not going to deliver anyway. So here we are. So most one are the formidable executive, we're the formidable members of parliament here, we for support the party in position, for make them we able reach out to more people in the international world. Now APC all elections there, we African leaders there, we not get no visits from them. Not from Dr. Samura Maki Wilson Kamara, not from us. Nobody not go to the African leaders there. Nobody. And then they can conduct elections that's Sierra Leone.
Okay.
So I don't know how we are supposed to do all lengthy there. So to me, we expect the tripartite in recommendation. But like I said to you, we in the APC don't only for all to the tripartite. There is a lot we can do now to echo. There are some demands we should make. The key principle among this now the publication of the election results. If we not get them, there is nothing we are doing, and nobody seems to be calling for it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. We almost don't come to the end of this one. I just want to ask you one more question then with the come to your final word. You be recommended for be um, one of the people we for conduct elections under the IEMC during these past elections, and I think so you conduct some elections then at the diaspora level. I'm not quite sure which side. Um, and now the diaspora six region, of course, the youth wing, the youth league, and the diaspora six region, they conduct a very massive fundraising in Holland on the 8th of June. And the diaspora executive, they plan for do something at the UK and Ireland on the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd of August. So, and there are other parts of the diaspora where elections not been take place, specifically places like Canada, where issues and they with, like Canada, we are not quite sure. So, I mean, what thing that you advise? Because the party right now, they will talk about money for pay for certain people and for go and stuff like that. And I believe, say, man like you, if you don't tell you, say, no, Mohamed91, hey, go conduct election at social place. You can buy your own ticket for yourself and go conduct. But so talk to me a little bit about your elections where you conduct and, at the diaspora and the events them really happen. And then from there, we come to the final words.
Okay. Thank you very much. Like I said, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. The reason, in the first place, why we not be able to conduct elections in some places tend to include Canada as a result of late preparedness. Like I said, we're not able to win real election within the party. It's difficult for me to win the election with the SFP. These are some of the shortfalls them of the APC party because we not for left any branch out. Canada, a very key and integral part of the diaspora. For make you see a branch like Canada and able to get the opportunity given to the UK, the opportunity given to, and we could have done it. I don't know why we left her. And I went to Liberia. I remember that be the toughest side for conducting election. In fact, then the old thickness stole them. Then the day they say election no go happen because no one so candidates there for team up. And then candidates they don't register. 3,000 have say they team up. So first of all, I therefore focus me on duty for conduct elections at all costs. And I conducted those elections. By force, by force. They happen again in Waterloo, I conducted them. It happened again, them elections there will take place in a Port Local. I did. In fact, Port Local resulted in the death of somebody, and also we get some injury in Waterloo, whereby you see cutlass and everything. Now middle in their pass. In fact, now middle at him pass, all surrounding, I address them. I tell them the bitter truth, which I get for tell them, I tell them. I say, I see all on a cutlass thing. They intimidate me, and they ask all the police to let them back off. APC business, I'm going to conduct these elections. And then they come on fine. And I did in Waterloo, I did in Port Local, I did in Liberia, I made do the engagements and consultations in other places, them in the diaspora, like Guinea Conakry and others. I did all that. So I believe, say, Canada, if you need to go there at all costs, I would have done it. But until you know, say, myself, my own power, I get level, then get for send me. The one that will mandate me, then we prioritize Liberia and other places them instead of Canada. And moving on, what do we do next? We get to find a medium for conduct election. We get to find a medium because the party not they in the position for buy tickets for anybody and send people there for go conduct elections. We get to find a medium. Is this something we can do via internet or via phone, or maybe we therefore gather people the way, for example, like me, I don't need a visa for go there. I will buy my own tickets. They say then kind of people and then they plenty. The one the way they in your own position, we will go any side of the world. We don't need for apply for any visa. We just buy tickets and we are gone. Is it then kind of people and they we need for friend? These are questions that now where the executive for the anticipate as we draw closer to 2026, whether the next time for law we go able conduct APC elections there. But then go wait until next month at the election until they then begin call. One minute you go do now. Canada where they fast now. What you go do? You've left it so late. so long, and now we don't put measures in place. But now we're not even able to put those measures in place because we are still fighting and pointing fingers at each other in the APC party, and we are not peaceful at all. Everybody not getting the impression as if we are. No, we are not. So when it comes to the diaspora, some of us, if engaged in that regard, we get certain suggestions there. Why not go and discuss on the media for now as to how the diaspora will get an effective, reliable, and credible election process where every branch will able to participate. We will make the membership of them branch that they feel appreciated and the suggestions that they and it would work because this not a suggestion will come up for me. I remember Hassan Mara, the Secretary General, was there. We'll be do some engagement and consultation, including Cherno from America and another Cherno engineer, the NRM former NRM guy, and also Victoria from China, the legal Hassan from the UK, who's in Sierra Leone, and I think many other people that will be made to start this engagement and consultation. There were some suggestions, and I did not drop them. I drew cognizance of them, and then I think I tell them, then formally affordable present me if warranted.
Okay.
Now, finally, to the aspects of the fundraising, I think that attracts my attention. Where then they do in Europe, a massive one, sometime around June. I can assure you, say, say, myself, my own springboard in the diaspora. There is no way I go and let that fundraising they pass myself not playing the part. So I'm happy for me. I will be one of the people that will contribute towards that fundraising. I stand ready.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. We listen to Mohamed91 say the global voice of APC, the former PRO APC UK and Ireland, and somebody with an impact we lives them that the APC UK and Ireland. We appreciate them for the wonderful things that we don't do for we. That's make we call them on this one-to-one interview. Let himself can talk to we about stewardship. So now we can give Mohamed91 the final word. Let's think of waiting Ikugapo can tell we now finally we go close this particular one-to-one program for the audience that we go for viewer, making themselves know the person we they talk about. Because we get young people that already emerge in leadership positions there right now. We don't seem to really wonder who is this Mohamed91 to see. And now that's the reason they make we get this one-to-one for make sure see we get archives, documentaries of people then we actually come and can talk about their own things that we don't do. Unfortunately, we get few members that we don't pass. We will maybe forget records of them. But indeed, we appreciate that you are able to tell us a bit about them, and that's what we'll continue or pick up few things about them, and then we will eventually therefore collate them together. So over to you, Mohamed91. Say, talk to me generally. Within your last few words to us in the UK
Well,
and
I'll just
Ireland.
put it this way. It has been exciting. It's really such a deep, joyful, and significant to have served in the diaspora, especially in the UK. We don't be a springboard for me now. We get the opportunity for building requisites and prowess, academic prowess, and proficiency and advocacy set skills, whereby I feel like there is no other person who will be able to echo the cries of the party. There is no other person better we will reach out for engagement and consultations to promote institutional knowledge of the APC party, make it go down generation. In other words, as I talk to you at the idle position of the next national publicity secretary of the APC party. And then I just tell people that
Okay, Mohamed91 CC gets a feeding problem there. So right now, if you depart in last submission, but unfortunately it don't go off. But definitely, we will give him one more chance. Make it come for can do it in final submission because it has been very good so far, very interactive, and we don't listen to him. It say quite a lot of things then, and of course the production team they on alert for make sure say we project this wire so to the fullest that we get the final word from Mohamed91 CC. as soon as it come in, definitely the production team will bring and come in, technical man will bring and come in, then they can work on the, teething issues. Of course, we all understand in Sierra Leone and the internet, of course, and the, how you call ourselves, the blackouts and all the issues them, all the negatives them, piled together. So this is something we expect anyway. So thankfully the technical team don't bring Mohamed91 CC back, and it will come back and can give it in final submission before we come to the close of this particular thing. Over to you, sir, Mr. Cisse.
Okay, sorry, I don't know if I have to start all over again.
I mean, yeah, you started very well. I was enjoying that
Okay.
bit. Yeah. So go for it.
Okay, like I was saying, I said it's been exciting, really certainly dreadful and significant to have served in the diaspora, especially the APC UK and I, whereby I've listened at the springboard, where I developed their set skills there, the academic quest, now from there, the proficiency in advocacy set skills, now from there, and then we add to just the institutional knowledge for a man who has been following this party since the 90s. And so a point that I get the confidence for say here today that I am eyeing, seriously eyeing the position of the next national publicity secretary of the party. And of
There you go. Oh, we've lost him again. Well. Don't know what to do. The technical team will likely give him another chance. They will likely give him another chance. Mohamed91 CC, just to tell we a break this to be using this platform as the opportunity for tell we say in ID on the next national publicity secretary position. Of course, one of the people that we aspire for a position now within the national level in the past elections. But I not been get that position there. I'm not quite sure, but hopefully it will come back and then clarify that for we and then tell we more about this aspiration we get as the next national publicity secretary.
publicity secretary.
Yes, so yes, go ahead, sir. Go ahead and tell me about this.
Okay, so against that background, uh, against that background, like they say, I'm seriously eyeing the position of the next national publicity secretary. I believe say my institutional knowledge and enough for make I go able to take the center stage for make I will be the mouthpiece, make this party go use me as a voice for echo and the cries of the people, for reach out to the people and then to rebuild the confidence where the ordinary people they need into this party. Being the publicity sector, it's not just about confronting the ruling SLPP. Anybody can do that. Members of parliament, journalists, civil society, even you out there, everybody can do that. But it is at first, like I said, me one predicates me on fight to ensuring people and believe in this APC party once more. There is a lot of juggling within the party, and you need to go down to the ordinary people. Somebody like OrWanKasu, we don't do research, you get well the packs of knowledge. No ordinary person they can so no more can do about APC where you know already don't know. So now somebody will be the and I was there from 1990, me and Edward Mohamed to win, and we come together. So I believe say who of them till that to 1994 the convention I've been to money accommodated to 1996 we Comrade Mohamed, the current chairman, became the first national youth league president. We accommodated to Usa we did today. You need somebody not to would them put school, would them lecture, would them explain to one, would that be the we monitor and study. And it is high time for long that a fearless person will confront the issues that will promote the APC party. And for which
Okay.
I just want to put people fully on notice saying I'm seriously eyeing that position and I want to tell them thank you. I want to tell the diaspora thank you. I want to tell Sierra Leone thank you.
Thank you. Before you go, sir, a question come up while I did do the interview with you. They say waiting on Mohamed91 to say in real name and USA he hail from. Let that come up from you because me know you, so I not be even need for ask that question. But for the records and for the viewers, Mohamed91 to say waiting are your real name and USA you hail from.
Okay. Mr. Sometimes I can become confused, difficult because I'm associated with at least 4 districts there. So Nkolili, where my maternal home, because the Mohammed and be plenty, so they be say Mohammed Mama Komoma 91. Okay. And then I hail from there as well. And then put locals, I mean that they originally come out. In Bombali also eat dust, and of course Kono also go school. So now you see I get Kono, I get Bombali, I get put local, I get Tonkonili. So this time I think we need people we cut across, citizens of everywhere. And then I don't be back a citizen of the diaspora. So I think waiting there for look at, not for look at the particular place I may have been born, but it's all about Jesus Christ was born in a state. He did not.
Oh my God. Oh God. Mohamed91 say so we don't Mohamed91 say so he gets 4 districts where he hail from. 4 districts. So I think say una go choose. But I want to say thank you to every body way involved in this particular interview today, including Mr. MMBB, we now Mr. Mo Bangura, we now in the technical man and the producer of this very show today. And we want to tell her thank you, and we want to say thank you to viewers, and we're going to get blast of them kind interviews there, so we come to on a regular basis. Stay tuned. This now OrWanKasu. This is the Diaspora Online TV platform coming from you, from the headquarters in the UK and Ireland. So it's a technical man. Please let me conclude and then we'll take on from the next one. Thank you very much. God bless.
Say the way them be left the power to murder, not to say it. Plenty youth they smoke and go mad. Try they not to say it. The way this mommy they talk, the other mommy not to say it. The way politics them spoil, we try they I say not to say it. The way my dad they fly plenty, the other part not to say it. The way this mommy they talk, the other